push its agenda over our food supply. We are talking to you. I am 11 years old. There are many millions of kids my age and younger in this country whose future lives you are stealing by pushing Monsanto. Our kids will have no clean food if you do not stop. Our kids will most likely have broken guts, organ failure, and fatal cancers if you do not stop. Our bee population will be decimated and the crucial piece of our food ecology destroyed if your backward deals with Monsanto continue. We are the future and we are talking to you. We want you to cease pushing Monsanto on this country. We want you to push for organic farming just as hard as you push for Monsanto. We want you to stop letting Monsanto hide and make GMO labels on all foods sold in the U.S. the law. We want you to take back our rights to clean food and to clean and healthy earth. The leaders of the United States, we call you out and we say stop committing this crime against our future. I founded the Earth Peace Foundation to inform my fellow young people of the present danger our Earth is in of being destroyed by toxic farming practices and factory animal farms for meat production. Join me in the movement to make a peaceful Earth that can still bring clean, nutritious food to life for us all. Tell your kids to read our website and contact me for more ways to bring peace to the soil, air, water, and animals of our Earth. www.earthpeacefoundation.org.
So hey, nice to meet you, Jake.
What up, brother?
Explain to me what Monsanto is.
Monsanto is a corporation, a large corporation. A lot of they're the main provider of seeds for globally, I believe. They're at least in California, $8 million was spent to fight against the transparency of saying that GMOs should be labeled. They are producing it or portraying it as a really friendly product for the earth.
Yep, they're saying it's a scientific improvement, but it's really just a giant crusade against nutrition.
Did you guys see the main stakeholder, his report on the bottom of the Monsanto website?
No.
Okay, so at their last stakeholders meeting, the guy, I'm not sure what his name is, you can go look it up, super easy to find.
Yeah.
Said, basically, we are going against everybody, and if we don't do something now, we're fucking everybody up and they're finding it. I'm saying it in layman's terms.
Oh, yeah.
But if you read it, it's like, it says exactly that. They're admitting to it.
Do you know who owns 500,000 shares of Monsanto?
I have no idea.
Bill Gates.
Oh, interesting. Right?
I know. The world's largest philanthropist,
right.
The world's richest man, is heavily invested in Monsanto.
Right.
Equally, he's talking about population control.
True.
So you see a gigantic connection.
And a connection between, so you got the NSA, the FDA, you got Hillary Clinton consulting, you got a Supreme Court justice in California, consult for them in the 70s and been going in and out, that revolving door, you know what I mean? It's real.
Yeah. Yeah, people go from industry to regulatory committees to lobbyists, and they just keep going in this giant, it's called Iron Triangle.
With money.
Yeah, with money. And one year he'll be a lobbyist, the next year he'll be a government official, the next year he's back at the corporation. Right. Just doing the rounds.
Isn't it so, like, if they find your seeds, their seeds on your farm, rather, without you even knowing about it, they want to
Not
charge.
even a majority, just a small percentage, 0.05% was GMO.
It's like going through somebody's farm with a sandbag and being like, if you get my sand on your plants.
Johnny Appleseed, right?
I think it has a lot to do with how much money and how much of the people keep going in and out the revolving door successfully. So this kind of stuff helps.
Yeah.
A lot. I think the more these kind of thing helps, I think that has like a direct correlation with the amount of time.
Yeah.
But I don't really know, dude.
Are we just buying time? I mean, I
have no idea.
Is there a way to beat Monsanto? You know, it's one of those unanswerables.
So, you know?
Yeah.
And it seems like we've uncovered it too late almost, you know what I mean? That's what my mission is. I've done plastic, and I say no single use.
When you say you're about 20 years old...
I'm 30.
Oh, okay. I'm 30 as well, but that would mean that at about 10 years old, we'd have to be on it. We'd have to be fighting Monsanto. In what, like 4th grade? I mean, realistically...
If you know about it, I hope so, right?
So, Bill Gates spent $50 million on 500,000 shares of Monsanto.
Yeah.
It's about 100. It's about $100 a share.
Okay.
50 million, and he just gave it to them. Meanwhile, he's talking about depopulation of the earth.
Right.
I think he's trying to kill us.
I think there's a group of people trying to kill us.
There's a lot of people trying to kill us.
And a lot of people afraid to say it out loud.
Yeah.
But if you really think about it and read, I mean, the most educated people are the most frightened because they're the most enlightened at the same time, so they just go nuts.
Why are people so scared to stand up for this? Are they afraid that...
Because there's one drop in an ocean, and nobody realizes that, like, one drop equals an entire ocean if you just keep dropping water, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are they just afraid of their normal daily routine being interrupted and maybe something happening?
Well, it's a convenience thing, dude. I think it's a convenience thing. So, you know, it's no mistake that in the 60s they did, you know, the Democrats started with, let's do the white picket fence for the nuclear family, that's what they call it, right?
Yep.
It's no, from that to this convenience model to where we're all just eating hot dogs and drinking out of glasses. It's supposed to be that way to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have the power, so it's like, fuck you. It's time to stand up.
Yeah, it is, man, it is. Thank you very much for your time, Jake.
Yeah, later, dudes.
Yeah, see ya.
Monsanto is an agricultural company who has pretty much trying to take over the entire food supply for the world. They pretty much almost succeeded, except for one of their scientists over in London decided to jump ship and come clean about what he thought GMOs were doing to lab animals and stuff that were tested. So as soon as that happened, it kind of threw a wrench in their plan. But they did get pretty far. They do, I believe, they're up to like 85% of the corn and soy right now that they do control with their GM genetically modified seeds, which are bad all the way around. I mean, period.
Yeah.
For the environment, for your insides, everything.
So why is it so important that people educate themselves about Monsanto?
Health-wise, first of all, I mean, I was sick for going on almost 10 years. I had major stomach surgery. Doctors did not know what was going on with me. The funny thing is, I actually had symptoms that are very similar to some of the symptoms that they found inside of rats from eating genetically modified corn. Anyway, to make a long story short, they wanted to do another surgery on me, and one of my friends said, can you please just try not eating crap, go all organic, juice, and see what happens. This was almost 2 years ago. I was on 6 pills a day, and they wanted to do surgery. Now I'm on no pills, and I have never felt more healthy in my life. So, I mean, the proof is in the pudding right there. That's one reason why people need to know what's going on with this company, just for their own health-wise. If people just change their diets, I don't know what the percentage of sickness would go away, but I can guarantee a lot of it would just go away. That's how, I mean, the health industry keeps in business by making people sick, so people need to realize that. They're not there to help you.
And what percentage of soy and corn did you say that they control?
85% is...
Shocking, man.
Yeah, I mean, they were 15% away from controlling 100% of it, period. And I mean, what they're doing to the organic farmers and people that are trying to grow organically is, you know, with cross-pollination and that happens, it's ruining, you know, the old-time farmer.
So if people don't educate themselves, speak out against Monsanto.
Boycott food that has GMOs in it, period. It's not hard to do. And if people, it's more expensive, that's a bunch of crap. It's not more expensive. Out here, Ralph's, which is a big, huge grocery store, has a plethora of organic food now available. It's actually cheaper than places like Whole Foods. So the thing about organic being more expensive that they try to tell people, it's a lie. It's not at all.
So how much time do you think the organic farmers have left?
Well, I don't know. I mean, people are waking up now and stuff's starting to happen. So, I mean, that's a good thing. Like I said, the problem is with cross-pollination in that a lot of times it's hard for them to stay away from it because the wind blows and it's just the crop get ruined. So, hopefully with all the awakening that's going on and the people that are boycotting, Monsanto's stock has been crashing, which is great. That's where you got to hit them. You got to hit them in the wallet because that's all they care about is more money, more money, more money. So, I mean, hopefully it's not too late. Hopefully it's not too late.
And I'm sure you're aware of Bill Gates' involvement, right?
Bill Gates, yeah.
The world's richest man?
Yeah, the Gates Foundation, Bono from U2, all of those guys are they're in with the crowd that we don't we don't like, the Illuminati guys.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to further gain control with the vaccines they're trying to push, and the GMOs. It's ridiculous what they're doing to people. I mean, just the rate of autism that's going up, the rate of disease, the rate of... I just read 2 days ago that the children that are now allergic to food has increased 265% in like the last, I think it was 5 years. 265%. I mean, it's really sad what's happening to the kids. That's what I feel bad for, the children, because they're not going to have no future unless we stop this company.
You know, Bill Gates believes in population reduction.
Yeah, Agenda 21 is one of his big things that he's... So everybody that thinks he's Mr. Microsoft and whatever...
So do you find a connection between Bill Gates, Monsanto,
for
him
sure,
investing 500,000 shares at $105 a piece into Monsanto? He believes in population reduction, which these seeds and these crops are known to make you infertile.
Yes.
Now he's investing in this company. In the long term, it could cause cancer and all sorts of other diseases, but he believes in population reduction. Do you believe that there's a connection behind it?
For sure. I mean, I think actually there's speeches of him actually mentioning Agenda 21, which is a UN thing which calls for population reduction. It's right in the thing. If people take the time to read it, it's public knowledge. They'll let you read it. Between that and this, the chemtrail stuff that they're spraying, that's another thing that's tied in with it. All the chemicals that they're spraying on a daily basis in the sky is tied in with the whole thing of the population reduction.
And they had to come above the board and call it geoengineering, trying to say they're trying to prevent sunlight?
Yeah, global dimming, why are they spraying at night? Because last time I checked, the sun wasn't out at night, so I don't know what's going on with that there. But also, I don't know if people are aware, but Monsanto also has a patent now for an aluminum-resistant seed. So why do they all of a sudden need a patent for an aluminum-resistant seed? It's because the chemtrail stuff, one of the main ingredients that they're spraying is aluminum, along with barium, strontium. That's why trees are dying. You see the trees here with the brown and the silver on the bottom. They can't drink. The stuff clogs up their roots. And bottom line, I mean, they know what they're doing. All this stuff ties in for a reason, and it's part of Agenda 21, and they're trying to...
It's trying to kill us.
Kill us, basically. That's it. I read another thing where they said, I think by 2050, people over 65 were going to double the people that were 16, the population. That's what they're looking at right now. They're looking at all these old people. They got to get rid of them now. And then they've already started to make it so we can't reproduce.
Do you think we can make an attempted murder case against Monsanto?
That would be beautiful.
Wouldn't it?
That would be awesome.
It's like that couple that repoed Bank of America stuff.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard about that?
I mean, it's definitely a crime against humanity. And the problem is that the company's so far up the government's butt. I mean, Obama put Clarence Thomas is on the Supreme Court, which he was Monsanto's lawyer. Michael Taylor is now who was a VP of Monsanto, now runs the FDA. Hello? I mean, yeah, I'm a conspiracy theorist. No, I'm not an idiot. I mean, that's bottom line. There's too many dots that connect to make it, you know. I mean, you don't have to be a scientist to figure this out.
Yeah. Well, they're also having other fake truthers coming in and infiltrating and trying to rot the real truthers from the inside out.
Oh yeah.
You know, by having us all battle each other.
Yeah, I mean, they plant people all the time within to separate more. I mean, they would rather have us fighting against each other than concentrating on them. I mean, and they do it all the time with false flags. I mean, you know, with the guns to try to take away the Second Amendment right, and the racism that they throw into, you know, for blacks fighting white and Mexicans. You know, it's ridiculous. They're trying to separate us all instead of so we're not against them where we should be. Just please wake up, spread as much word as you can about Monsanto, about GMOs. If you don't know about them, do your research. Google genetically modified food, Google chemtrails, Google geoengineering, Google Agenda 21. It's time to wake up. We can take this back. It ain't too late. It's not too late. We can do it.
They are a agrochemical, genetically modified organism company, and they make these genetically modified organisms to grow in conjunction with the chemicals that they sell.
That's right. So why is it so important that people educate themselves about Monsanto?
There's many reasons why GMOs are bad. They haven't been tested. There's a lot of very important health risks involved. They're destroying small farms. They want it all. And the small farms are really a big thorn in their side. they're really out to just get the whole thing. Ecological reasons, it's really unpredictable what the future consequences are going to be. So there's a million reasons. They're destroying farming communities, traditional farming communities. India, like, what is it, 270,000 farmers have committed suicide after trying to grow GMOs. So there's many issues involved with GMOs.
That's the only way to settle your debt with Monsanto, is either pay them and never stop paying them, kill yourself, or let them take your farm. You have three options.
Yeah, or go organic and go GMO free and
hope their seed doesn't blow onto your land.
That's right.
It's a gangster kind of mentality that they're working with.
You know anything about Bill Gates?
I know he's a big stockholder in Monsanto Corporation.
Yep, 500,000 shares strong.
Yeah.
At $150 or $100, over $100 a share, $105 a share.
Yeah.
50,000 shares?
500,000 shares.
500,000 shares.
So why do you think the world's richest man and the world's largest philanthropist, organization is helping Monsanto? Bill and Melinda Gates Fund.
Yeah, right. It's pretty deceptive. Monsanto's got this thing where they say they're going to feed the world with their GMOs. When actually it's not true at all. GMOs are in fact a recipe for a global famine. Is what it is. It's like you take the Terminator seeds, you take the loss of biodiversity, you take the patented seeds, which farmers are not allowed to save, and you put the chemicals building up in the soil, destroying the soils. You put all that together, and we're looking at a long-term global famine.
And simultaneously, Bill Gates is a proponent of depopulation. He talks about depopulation.
Yeah.
So I think he knows what he's doing.
He may well.
Yeah.
He's extremely ignorant, or he's a very evil plant.
Yeah, he's Lex Luthor nowadays.